G'day everybody, Blue here, welcome back to our playthrough of Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well. We are in Azure 3 at the moment. We're still docked with the Beagle, because in the previous episode we have been pursuing the Operation Starseed storyline, and yeah, we're at the sister ship of the Galathea, the Beagle. We've discovered what happened to the crew and what happened to the research that they were doing, and we've also picked up what seems to be some kind of encrypted code to hopefully get us into the I guess restricted area of the Galathea to sort of progress the storyline from there. So from here we just need to sort of work our way back. I believe we need to speak to someone at the Crucible to get this code unencrypted or something like that. So let's just take a look here, see if Ada Lovelace can decrypt security override code. Yep. So let's do it. Back to the Crucible it is.
This is Franklin Roosevelt. We have an urgent situation developing on Crucible. Please, come immediately, before it's too late.
Okay, well, we were here to speak to Ada, but I guess something else is happening at the Crucible? Are they fighting or something? Let's, check it out here. Okay. Well, things seem to be pretty normal, though. Strangely, it seems like a lot of people have guns. So they've all armed themselves. I feel like a fight's about to happen here. Let's have a chat with good old Franklin.
Oh, thank God you're here. Genghis has issued an ultimatum. He will attack the Pragmatist Society with everything he's got, unless you meet with him. I fear Amon Arenas is siding with him too.
We are on the brink of war. A war I will not shrink from. Not when we are so close to victory.
Why is he doing this?
He knows you have seen the facility. And if you have been there, then anything is possible.
So he threatens violence to ensure his voice is heard.
Is a peaceful resolution possible?
Doubtful. Genghis and I have a long history, always at cross purposes. But worryingly, Amon Arenas may be with him. It's possible we can convince her to back down.
Alright. Well, it's time to meet with Genghis then.
I will send a message. We are meeting under flag of truce, something sacred to us. So, no matter how much he vexes you, keep your gun holstered.
Oh, okay. And he's just immediately sprinted out there. I wonder if there's a way we can avoid conflict. I mean, we do still have the objective to see Ada Lovelace, to decrypt that code. I wonder if we could have done that first. But I feel like if I do go ahead and do that right now, like, these people are just gonna shoot each other to death or something. But let's have a chat here.
The outsider, Franklin.
Amon Arenas, Genghis. I had hoped we would not be meeting like this after so short a respite from war.
You drove us here, Franklin. Did you think we would let the outsider just hand the pragmatist victory? Stranger, if you do not change your course, there will be none of the pragmatists alive to help.
I'm looking for a way to end this peacefully.
You want peace? Then let the renegades go free. Roosevelt can do whatever he wants with the others.
This is not what we agreed, Genghis. Only those who have passed the test can leave Crucible.
This is my test, here and now. And I intend to pass it, in blood if I have to.
Surely there can be some compromise with the renegades.
If you let us leave Crucible, then the pragmatists can do whatever they want here. With my blessings.
Under no circumstances can I agree to that. Genghis specifically should never, ever leave this planet.
So there it is. It is spite. That is why the great Franklin Delano Roosevelt drives Crucible to ruin. To deny me my own chance to live in the settled systems.
Your namesake was a plague upon the world. Arguably the greatest butcher in human history. If there was even a fraction of a chance I would be unleashing that upon the stars, I would do anything in my power to stop it.
Do you really think he could do that, Franklin?
I know Crucible is a small town, really, but over the decades he has caused such misery and destruction even here. I just cannot take a chance with something so large at stake.
I don't know. I mean, just because he's a clone of the Genghis Khan doesn't exactly mean that he will become Genghis Khan and do all the things that he did. Though, I guess he's made a point by saying that in the short amount of time that they've been here, that he's already caused some issues. Can any compromise be reached?
Genghis, I will never let you, or the others, leave this planet. But perhaps your children, they would be blameless, marry someone, build a life.
You cannot bargain with the point of a sword. Either pledge to let us go now, or there will be battle. I do not fear it.
We are at an impasse. I am sorry. I try.
Perhaps the believers do not have, perhaps the believers do not have to be our enemies.
Perhaps you are right. Amonarinos, the facility and its test and mission are flawed, broken. We all know it. And if you are allowed to author that test, then you control us all.
So the answer is we are all imprisoned here? You leave us no choice but to join the renegades and end your society.
20 years.
What?
We have to stand on our own 2 feet to earn a chance at freedom. So let the outsider reprogram the facility, and for 20 years we work together to make Crucible truly ours. And after, we institute a test, which we both author with mutual veto power, and any who pass may leave.
Do not let the politician cloud your head with pretty words.
You think I would accept this?
"20 years is nothing to avoid this slaughter."
We have been going in circles for so long.
We could kill them all, and then we can dictate any terms we like.
I only lead my people to battle when I must. Do you promise, Mr. Roosevelt, a fair test? One that we can pass in our lifetime?
I will not make it easy, but it will be, as you say, fair.
No! Amonarinos, this is a trick!
Roosevelt has done many things that infuriate me. But his honor? I have never had to question. The believers will not fight. Let the gods decide which of you is right.
Thank you for your wisdom.
I think you have the makings of a fine ruler yourself.
You will regret this, Amanarinas. Mightily. Then we will meet on the field of battle. The heavens will judge who is worthy.
So be it. We have fortified the society, but this will never end until Genghis is dead. He is the linchpin. If you take him out, I know an armistice can be reached.
Won't that mean killing a bunch of clones, though?
Yes. But that is on their heads, not ours.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Genghis is formidable. I know I am sending you into harm's way. Please be careful.
Oh, okay. And people have started shooting at us. Now, I'm just looking for Genghis, though, because he's the only guy that I want to kill. So I'm going to avoid killing any of the other guys. There we go. Alright, Genghis is down. And it looks like the rest of the renegades have surrendered as a result. That's good. Alright. Now we'll actually take some of his stuff. Genghis's outfit in particular, I sort of just want to keep that for collection purposes. But anyway, guys, I am at this point needing to speak to Franklin about the whole ordeal. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I will say that up to this point, it hasn't been a blind run through, because I've had such an issue with this particular quest line. In fact, I've restarted it like 5 times or 6 times already. And I've discovered that the real reason that I was having trouble, so at some point, I sort of complete everything and I have a chat with Franklin about what happened, and suddenly, after that, everyone just turns hostile at us, so, you know, I couldn't really figure out why, and I guess it turns out that if you kill any of the other clones, it seems like people will just become hostile to you. So the only time that I've had any success is just killing Genghis. So there you go. If you guys are having an issue with this mission, just focus on killing Genghis and everyone will essentially stand down. Anyway, let's have a chat with Franklin.
It is over. Why does it always come down to force? I hope your settled systems has truly learned from the past. Clearly, we have not.
Blood gets spilled seamlessly or senselessly out there too.
To be a leader, a true leader, you must make terrible choices, and then live with them. If it is any consolation, they gave us no choice.
Please, go to the facility and make it so that it will obey my instructions, so we can finally grow as a people.
No worries. We'll do that. Oh, there he goes again. Just sprinting out there. I'm not entirely sure why he's done that. Oh, I guess he's meeting with Amanarinas again, maybe? But anyway, my objective at the moment is to speak to Ada and hopefully get this code decrypted so we can go back to the facility or the Galathea. Let's have a chat.
Blood runs in the streets again. I had hoped, however naively, that we were past that. I do not hold you responsible, but your arrival was certainly a lethal catalyst. May I help you?
How often have the societies fought?
With frightening regularity. As bad as this was, 3 years ago the streets were full. Until Genghis Khan struck. We've a third of our number since that day. Fewer now.
If it were your choice, which society should win?
I maintain a steadfast neutrality. You must make your own determination.
You know I didn't want this, right?
I believe your intentions are pure, but the stakes are ever so high. Perhaps I should have predicted all of this.
I found the security override code, but it is encrypted.
So your mission to the Beagle was a success? Let me see. It is done. There is a standard cipher used by the facility. It took me many years and, well, lifetimes to overcome. And now, the mysteries of the facility await you. I pray you choose what befalls us wisely.
Alright, so now we just need to go back to the facility and hopefully we can sort of enter into...
Always the blood. The only taste worse than victory is defeat.
Hopefully we can get into the locked off section or the restricted section. Actually, I don't need to go back to the ship for this. I should be able to just fast travel there. Alright, so that's the entry point to the facility that we've been to. But then there's this building here, which should house the entrance to the restricted section. Ooh, okay. Pleasant. Actually, we may have come through here already. I think maybe there's just a door somewhere inside. No doubt there'll probably be even more critters in there, maybe even more, you know, maggot maws. Just look around and make sure that there are no new maggot maws that have shown up. God knows we've had trouble with at least one of them. Facility restricted wing computer. Open the restricted wing. Alright. Good times. I wonder if the restricted wing is free of any pests. It could be if it was locked up quite well. Ooh, we've got a couple of people there.
Warning. My sensors are damaged. All systems.
Alright. Strange. Yeah, I've definitely got some people in here. And they seem to be pretty hostile as well. Oh, we've got clones. I guess maybe the facility cloned a bunch of people to defend this place, maybe? I'm not entirely sure if I should have just started blasting there at that robot. It did seem to be hostile though. So I assume it was going to attack us. But I could be completely wrong though. Modified advanced drum beat. I don't know. Do we feel like maybe switching out to the drum beat? Eh, that's alright. I'll leave it. Okay, let's unlock this. And I guess this could have maybe switched off the turrets and stuff. I don't know if there are any more turrets in the area, but... Yep, okay, that was definitely a waste, but I mean, we do get a little bit of experience though, so there's that. Yeah, there's definitely a few more people around. There doesn't seem to be a very obvious way to get down there, aside from maybe just jumping down here. Is it even safe to do that though? I think I see another turret up there. Aw, man. Yeah, there we go. I feel a little bit bad about, like, destroying all of these clones. They don't seem to be very well armed. What the hell is going on here? Just, like, dead bodies and stuff? Or are they just, like, fresh clones? I almost feel like these Model A robots are not really fighting us for whatever reason. Oh, okay, yeah, they are.
I am unable.
They don't do a lot of damage,
Not
though.
Possible.
Yeah. Strange sort of conveyor belt thingy. Delivering dead people. I'm sure they're dead because there's like blood coming out everywhere. This would probably be the turrets again. And robots. Yeah, I'm not interested. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I feel like in terms of level design, there isn't really a lot of options here for stealth. I feel like no matter what, you'll probably get yourself discovered by some of those turrets. Clone leader. Okay. It'd be nice if we could actually learn a little bit about what's going on in this place from the clone leader.
Massive damage.
But yeah, they do seem to have a very big cloning operation going on here. I don't understand why some parts of the place are flooded with what I assume is some kind of... Oh, actually, it's not water. I guess it must be something else, because I was getting some strange status effect there. Yeah, I almost feel like perhaps maybe this whole cloning program has something very, very sinister behind it. So like perhaps maybe this was like a huge sort of like organ harvesting operation or something like that. And the clones obviously don't know what's going on. But it seems like most of the clones have not survived for a very long time, and they basically have the crucible there because they're meant to fight each other, if you know what I mean. Like it's not like a big test like I initially thought. It was by design that they would fight each other constantly, and you know, the dead clones would essentially be a source of you know, organs that could be harvested. Perhaps. It's like that movie. I can't remember the name of the movie now, but it's about cloning and how the clones were used to be harvested for organs. Dr. Chang's computer. Okay, we can learn a lot about this place right in this spot, apparently. Launch Point Mars? Have we seen this before? An excerpt from the non-fiction book Launch Point Mars about Mars' early role in spaceflight. Along with the abundance of raw resources, the lower gravity and the existence of Sidonia Colony Base made Mars an ideal location for launching new ships deeper into the Sol system. For many years, the famous Mars launch pad was used for this purpose, and many scientific discoveries took place as a result. Humanity built outposts on numerous moons under the light of Sol. Of course, when new grav drive technology came online, thanks to the likes of companies like Nova Galactic and Deimos Staryards, technological advances made constructing and launching ships from orbit a much better prospect. The Mars launch pad transitioned to a means of transporting resources and workers to the Staryard in orbit. As ship designs began integrating takeoff and landing systems, the Mars launch pad became less and less relevant. It was long before the project was quietly abandoned, yet it stands as a monument to the times even today. Yeah, alright, let's do a little bit of reading here. So, Dr. Chiang. Automated Emergency Restore. Incident 002. Facility has completed repairs after Incident 002. Note, non-essential terminals received a power surge erasing all work. Defragmentation has been complete and the data can be restored. The data that can be restored has been. Please direct any inquiries to current admin Fallon. Goodbye, Beagle. All of our equations and all XSUUN work assumes we have the complete genetic record to work with, so that's no longer... Okay, I guess this is just like data corruption. The solution lies within... something. Samples of all the scientists and... something, the missing variables. Something Elmer to help, but he's reliable something something. Spell the something something exactly. Fallon's actually something 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 had his dissertation when more of us something something. He deserves it. Facility complete. The core of the facility has been something something. The robots were programmed by capable engineers to do something, but still, the speed and precision, remarkable. The facility, something something, we do our first trials, the real experiments, something something, ground in a very precisely designed location. We, something something, name for the place, Fallon's DWOE, calling it Crucible. Too literal for my tastes, but I something something any better. The greatest... something something, Charybdis 3 is clearly something something, predators. Extremely dangerous, but something something, subsonic, something, and turrets should do. The facility robots can something with whatever remains. Something complaining, something 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 living, something 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 so old, something 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 something, and the mission. Wow, okay. I guess this is talking about the completion of this facility and how they were worried about the predators, but they were pretty confident that the robots and the turrets would actually be able to fend off all of the predators. Missing equation. WWFX change of focus is something something. Simulations are running better. Something something. What we are missing. Or we were missing. Something truth is our experiments never something something. The sim would devolve something something violence every time. Yeah, okay, so things would devolve into violence every time. We've seen that play out. Something something sim needed were pawns. George Washington wasn't a something something, his fighting skills, but something something motivate people. Jay could inspire, but if you only put great figures, something something, they counter each other. Something double down, something something something, all the genetic samples I can get. The ship, YWAO. Those stray unID'd DNA, something in cargo. Everything. Let's outnumber the clones. Something, people to push this way and that. Something, no time to give the new clone something, education. Fingers crossed. Real progress. 1 year, something, if the code gets tricky. All the something coming into place. Something, see the second batch interacting. And seeing that the equation's something. I must confess, something younger me. Something Khan, or Genghis Khan maybe. But unlike the first batch, something to Marshall, this is going to work. Elmer's computer. Alright. I think this is the same message as before. My experiment arrived on the Galathea. Something is real time, something experiment with an experiment. Samples switched. Something opportunity to make PUO switch. Goodbye Wild Bill. We have something, the equation nature versus nurture. I wonder if this is referring to Wyatt Earp, but also known as, like, some other sort of mass murderer or something like that, perhaps. Holmes is ready. Something, progress after the Beagle left. I, something, no matter how much I, something, I just have no time. But something, H.H. Holmes indoctrination sequence. Something will know who he was, what he did, something terrified a nation. The question is, will he do it again? There's something, be a serial killer? No. Something, tragedies, well, not directly. After our futures written, are our futures written in double helixes, or are something? Yeah. Alright, maybe the whole experimentation theory is still correct, because it seems like they were trying to test the theory of nature versus nurture, and whether or not, you know, your fate is somehow tied to your genetics. Dr. Fallon's computer. Let's take a look. Yeah, same message. Hello, mission. Something bleak for so many years. Earth is something. The governments fumble ineptly. It was something when the council first approached me. The symposium, something preservation or something internship in London. Something. The mission, it was something ray of hope. Something my whole life. Past is already lost, but we need to something. Maybe it's a preservation of history or something? Could be. Something chose me before something joking with Rajiv Roberts that something bringing us along to something. And 1 hour into the voyage, something machine. Something learn from something prove they were right to pick me. Huh. Last survivor. To think that I am the final something what the mission is, all the arguments, all something the thought experiments, and the ultimate something to chance, the last survivor. VAXFL, be simple, but to me, something bringing humanity something, the equation as scientists, something of Earth, progress from distant something to absolute certainty. Something that governments and corporations were not, something built a system so complex, something, any one person, anything. So, the mission, exceptional individuals, them over time, break through barriers, tame, itself and bring it. Argued whether pure force, leadership are the key, so crucible, something, third batch of clones complete, I do not, could work, If only something lived to see it. Final call. I'm ill, probably terminal. Something, anything down. All of our something, the old earth, something, something, something. The burden falls on me. I've done something to finish the something, the criteria for success. How do we know? A something, something, likelihood. We get one chance, something, something, test. Cannot be simple. They, something, something, something can go up. Something, the UC and the something, something, them. And something is mine. As contrary, something, think, something, no solutions. If the clones outwit the something, out to reproduce on something, something, neutralize the safety protocols, something, subvert the machines, something, their own tools. If they can't beat something, 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 the galaxy, something, Chang, trying to strangle something grave, but if we something, 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 nearly impossible, prove it. I wonder if they wanted people to break out like Genghis was trying to do. Anyway, we do still have some hostiles in the area, plus there's the objective over this side. There's this guy, which just need to finish off, I guess. And there is one more. Just having trouble identifying where it is. Oh, it's a turret. Yeah. Good stuff. Alright, so it should be safe now. I just need to get into this room and reprogram the facility. I guess this is where the scientists all lived for a while. There are a few more rooms, actually. I'll check that in a moment. I was surprised that there are no more slates and stuff that we could access and listen to. Facility key. Code and facility degradation reaching critical levels. 87 core routines fragmented. Emergency manual reboot required. Emergency info. Error code 01A. Yeah. Chang note, if this error has been encountered, the whole facility is in danger of irreparable harm. We've programmed a reboot process with specific requirements. Please reboot immediately. Initiate manual reboot. Full project cleanse. What? What does that even mean? Would that kill all of the clones? If we reboot and choose a super admin, I guess this was to, give full control to Franklin. Restore current mission parameters. Now, again, I still have no idea what they're trying to do here, but I feel like if we restore the current mission parameters, wouldn't that just bring us to where we started at the Crucible? So yeah, I think I'll just use the super admin one. User documentation V01.0.1 Chang. This is the Hail Mary. If nothing else works, pass the torch to a new person in the databanks. They will have full control over all facility programs. This is an extreme Response use only in critical circumstances. The continuation of the mission will be uncertain. Addendum, there are no scientists left after me, so if a simple reboot will not restore the mission, I have allowed test subjects to be valid target for this routine. If a clone is reading this, well done. Hopefully your struggles have prepared you for the next step. If you think the facility is draconian, wait until you see the settled systems. I hope it's you, Amanarenas. You are our best hope. Oh, okay. Right. Should I give it to Franklin, or should I give it to Amanarenas? Can I exit? I just want to look around a little bit more. It just seems like the mission parameter is still very, you know, very hazy. I'm sort of hoping that I could find something that would clear that up a little bit and help me make a better decision. Nah, that doesn't work. My bad. There we go. Well, obviously, there was a lot of experimentation going on in here. I assume on humans. But there's nothing else in here that would actually give us any clearer picture as to what's going on. Alright. I'm not sure what to do, guys, but I'm thinking I'm going to give it to Amanarenas. Franklin sort of wants to delay letting people out of the Crucible by 20 years to see if they can sort of stand on their feet or whatever. But I don't think there's any reason for them to do that. Amanarenas wants people to be free, but only once they've passed certain parameters, something of a test, right? So she might implement that pretty quickly. And that seems like a better outcome. So yeah, I'll make Amanarenas the super admin or super user or whatever. Alright, done. So now we just need to go back to Amanarenas and see what happens to the Crucible. I mean, I don't know why they did all of those experimentations with all of these clones if they had clearly a person in mind to lead the clones forward, you know? Like, what was the point of all of it? Anyway, time to head back. I hope that doesn't mean that the pragmatic clones will then turn on us, and we're gonna have to fight them as well. But we shall see what happens.
We still haven't
More
recovered from the
fighting.
last civil war.
Again.
I will hold Roosevelt to his word. We will do things his way. For 20 years. You have handed me the keys to the kingdom. I promise, I will work tirelessly to see the mission realized.
Don't abuse the power I've given you.
You know I will not. Otherwise, you would not have given it to me. Farewell, outsider. Who knows what ripples this act may have?
Alright, that's it? No argument or anything like that from Roosevelt?
It is true that I wish you had backed me, but I can understand why you sided with Amonarinus. I do agree the goal of the mission is admirable. I just worry about its feasibility.
I can't even tell if the goal of the mission is admirable or not. So much of the data was corrupted, to be honest. What do you think about how things turned out?
As much as I disagree with the believers, Amonarinus' heart is in the right place. Who knows what changes may come, but I think Crucible at least will know peace.
Yep, I guess it's
Goodbye.
not going to go in a state of reset anymore, which means that, you know, I guess Genghis won't be revived, and he won't try to lead the renegades anymore. Let's have a chat with Tobias,
This
see if
unit
he'll
is
accept our
busy.
copper.
Adhere to the mission.
Nope,
Non-resident detected.
absolutely
Valid
not.
exception.
I guess maybe that mission's bugged out then. So, right. Goodness me. It's taken us quite a long to actually complete the Crucible and Operation Starseed.
Hello.
It almost seems like all of those scientists that were doing the experiment, they didn't really trust in how the state of affairs were going with the settled systems. They were hoping that this little society from the Crucible would actually be able to stand up on their own and sort of do stuff. Maybe even be an alternative to the Varun, the Free Star, and the UC, potentially. Right, so I've got Genghis's stuff here, which I sort of just want to stash away. Don't need to carry that with us. And yeah, we've got maybe a few bits and pieces that I could sell, but I'll perhaps do that later. We still have a little bit of weight to work with. And from here, I think we can spend the rest of the episode just doing a little bit more space exploration. So we'll see if we can visit some of these star systems that we haven't visited before. Just taking a look at all of this area here, just trying to find any places that we perhaps have missed, but it doesn't look like we've missed anything. I think we've been everywhere. So let's just go back this way. I want to try and visit Freya. So let's just jump closer first. And we should be able to continue. I might speed things up, depending on whether or not we find anything interesting to do. As usual.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
What is going on here?
Hey, Mayday! This is easy to... Explosion, high energy research lab. Massive damage. Overrun. Requesting emergency evac. Please.
Alright, let's actually investigate the signal here. So people are requesting for evac, apparently. Go to Ptolemy 2C. Ooh, okay, this is a constellation mission? What? Hang on. Let's take a look at where this is actually going to take us. Freya 3. Yeah, okay. Nishina Research Station. Okay. Intriguing.
Landing site's clear. All green here.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Investigate the distress signal. Okay, it's over that way. Don't know why the game's telling us to go in the almost opposite direction. Perhaps maybe there's a special way to get up there. Very strange looking creatures. Metropus Scavenger. Let's put personal atmosphere in, as I think we'll need it quite badly to try and climb up this big hill. Apparently I can get up from there? I don't know, that's kind of doubtful. See if we can just jetpack our way up this way. Okay, and I'm gonna switch back to sense star stuff. I don't know if there's enemy presence around this area. This looks like a big landing pad over here, though. I don't understand why we haven't just landed right here. What is going on? Nishina. Well, I mean, we did hear a distress call, right? So I assume they're under attack from someone or something. And we're about to find out, hopefully. Okay, let's head inside. Oh, there's a intercom.
Research station. You speaking. What is your business here?
I'm responding to your distress signal?
What? We haven't sent a distress signal? Nothing on the comms. No other ships in the system since our last supply drop. Look, what are you trying to pull here?
It said there was an explosion in your high-energy research lab?
Really? The high-energy research lab? Alright. I don't know what's going on here, but you should talk with the director. What's inside? Stay with me, and don't make any sudden moves. I'll get the door. Welcome to Nishina.
Okay. Well, we're about to find out what's going on in here, but I think this is probably a good place to take a bit of a break after the long Operation Starseed mission that we've just completed. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, definitely leave that like down below. Aside from that, though, obviously there'll be more episodes to come. Stay true, and I'll see you when all of the future episodes come out. Bye.